Hello, it is Monday, November 14th, 2011 at 2:56 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I have a question. I'm looking at this radar here. This is Chicago. And we see these little beams coming out, running back and forth here. And then we see this storm that seems to be being generated right here out of Springfield, Illinois, just continually. It comes right out and then it gets hot right away. And then you also can see some little beams coming down in here. Let me zoom in. The loop we have is running through 2037 on November 14th. Let me get you a start time. And starting at 1754. But I'm going to kind of click through here, and I'll talk to things as I see them. So we're getting little beams coming out through here. Here's Chicago doppler. And then there's a hot spot right here. And then over here, we're seeing that these little beams come out and they impact, or they touch, this storm that's being generated out of Springfield. But watch, see how this one's right here? I'll try to leave my mouse there. Let's see if I can get it to, there we go. See right there, where that beam's coming down, this goes hot. See the white? Let's see if I can get the scale to show. For some reason this is hidden most of the time. You gotta, won't quite show. Well, it's showing good enough. I'll get it back up here. This back up here. Hell no. Let's move it down. You can see that white up here is at the top of the scale. White, purple, pink. And this is dBz. So this beam's coming out, and right here where it's intersecting, it got hotter, denser, I guess is the right word. And now it's moving off, and now this one's coming down. Let's see if I can get it to start again. There it goes. See right where my mouse is? It's like that air is charged or something. And then right over here, you can see this really odd beam, and I'm not quite sure what it's doing, but this seems to change color and it went from yellow to this mustard color right after it hits it. I'm going to go back a frame. Oh, I'll have to click. Sometimes it works to use my little arrow key, sometimes it doesn't. There it comes out. It moves off, and did you see it started getting mustard color? A little denser. And then I'm at the end of the loop, so I can't go any further. So just a little while ago I was reading about Doppler radar, and it says, at least for a police radar gun, and I assume the weather does somewhat the same, although it pulses. But Doppler radar works by sending a beam of electromagnetic radiation waves tuned to a precise frequency at a moving object. It says you can use it on stationary objects, but it's uninteresting. When the electromagnetic radiation wave hits the moving object, it bounces back toward the source, which also contains a receiver as well as the original transmitter. So this is saying that Doppler radar both sends signals and receives signals. Electromagnetic ones, because it's bouncing back. So that brings up the question in my mind as I watch this. I'm going to go ahead and let it loop through. Let me unzoom it. I think you'll be able to see it. Could it be that these beams are receiving data that's then being transmitted down into this, like energy? Because when I went to Google Earth, this hot spot right here, right there, let me zoom in again. There's a really bright spot over here that lights up right here. See, right in there. So I went and looked at it closer on this radar, the College of DuPage, the next rad. And I got a loop going here. And we can see this is the storm going by. Let me slow it down. And this is the hot spot right in here. See this funny little shaped county? Up in here and down in here. And then also aired down in here, but you can see that these beams come down into here. You can't see the change as well on this one as you could on the brighter one. But so then I went to Google Earth, and going back up here, what you do is you look at, here's Chicago, and so here's interstate. It's real prominent. You look for something prominent like that. And then right over here there's another little short interstate. And here's the side of the state in Chicago. So it's like about halfway. And then the shape of the county is like this, that's interesting. And then the hot spot's right in here and right above it. So you go over to Google Earth and you look for, here's about halfway is here, so here's that interstate. I already located it, but then you look for that little short jaunt of interstate, and then you go in close, zoom in there, and it'll give you the county outlines. Better plug my computer in here. There we go. And then halfway down's about in here, above it's up in here. But so I went ahead and zeroed in on this, and I found a wind farm. You can see them here. There's a little what you look for is the little shadows. Some of them you can see far off and some you can't. So this whole area in here is a wind farm. It's down into here and all in here. I didn't look up north. Let me see if we can get another one. This image is from October 6, 2010. So that other area was like up in here. Yeah, we got another wind farm, or they're building one. No, it's here. See them? So going back to this, my question is the radar sending out beams here, picking up energy, sending it back, and then redirecting it to add into the storm? And also what's suspicious is this storm is just generating right out of the Springfield area. Let's go look at it. Well, I don't want to go off that page. Let's go back here. Pick it up. So here's the Springfield radar. And see, it's just like growing out of nowhere and becomes dense like immediately. There is a system moving along in here, and actually it's not getting hot until it touches this. That's interesting. What I should do is, well, that's enough for now. So it sure looks to me like that's happening. Maybe that's possible, maybe that's not, but for some reason I hadn't considered that it's sending out a signal and receiving back a signal. So clearly Dopplers are both senders and receivers. So have a good rest of the day. God bless you.